अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत नारायण गोस्वामी महाराज श्रील गुरुदेव की जय। नित्य प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत वामन गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। नित्य प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। नित्य प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद् भक्ति विज्ञान केशव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। नितिल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद शतर शतश्मर भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जय। नितिल प्रविष्ट महाभागवत श्री गोक्षर बाबूजी महाराज की जय। नितिल प्रविष्ट श्री सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय। नितिल प्रविष्ट वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री रघुनाथ दास बाबूजी महाराज की जय। श्री रूपनो गौरिया गुरु वार्ग की जय। श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल पतदास रघुनाथ षाड गोसाई प्रभु की जय। श्री स्वरूप दामोदर राय रामानंदारी श्री गौर पाशाद वृंद की जय। नाम जय हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासरी गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री क्षेत्र मंडल गौर मंडल व्रज मंडल मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की जय। सर्व अभिष्ट विराट गिरिराज महाराज की जय। श्री राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड की जय। श्री मुनि देवी गंगा देवी की जय। श्री तुलसी महारानी वृंद देवी की जय। श्री भक्ति देवी की जय। श्री पूर्णमासी योगमाया की जय। श्री गोपेश्वर महादेव की जय। श्री हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। श्री निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि वो। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जना शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपदाय राधिकाय प्रियात्मने श्रीमद्भक्तिवेदान्त नारायणति नामिने। नमो ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतिशे नमः। गुरुवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातर आजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवोऽभिनेदुस्तं सार्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। शृण्वतं स्वकथा कृष्ण पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तन हृदन्तस्तो ह्यभद्राणि विधुनोति सुहृत्सतम्। नष्टप्रायेष्वभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्युत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। तवैवास्मि न जीवामि त्वया विना इति विज्ञाय राधे त्वां नायमां चरणन्तिकम्। भक्त्या विहीना अपराधलक्षय क्षिप्ताष्टकामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि त्वां शरणं प्रपन्ना वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दं। भज श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासरी गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम Rama Rama Hare Hare. Dandavat Pranams, Gargaraji, Rohit Radhakrishnan ji, Rup Manjari Didi. Okay. Oh, yes. Thank you for reminding me, Rup Manjari Didi. So, from now on, every Sunday, every Sunday, I am not going to be reading Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam in the morning. So I'm going to be doing Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam now 6 days a week. And on Sunday, instead of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, at this time, I'm going to be doing a shloka memorization group. So if you'd like to join that, please do. You'll find the Zoom link on vineofdevotion.com on the last posting I did there. If you just scroll to the bottom of the last posting, you'll find the link for Zoom there, and you can recite the shloka and explain it in your own words. If you haven't memorized the shloka, it's so easy. This last one that we did, you should be able to get it with it just in a few minutes. It's that easy, the shloka. So if you haven't done so already, then please memorize the shloka and join the Zoom class tomorrow. Alright. Madhavi Didi, Dandavat Pranams, Prajumna Prabhu, Mantramurti Mataji, Raseshwari Mataji. Oh, and Savitri Didi, I finally saw your name. Your name's Sudevi Didi, right? So now, because I saw you signed up on the Vine of Devotion newsletter, so I saw your name there, your devotional name. All right. Let me share my screen again. So now we are reading the last chapter of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, 9th canto. We're going to read the descendants of Vidarbha, the descendants of Sātvata's sons, and then the descendants of Vasudeva, his brothers and sisters. And then tomorrow we'll read about Lord Krishna's appearance and activities. Okay, I'm just going to begin now. Kṛṣṇa, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Chapter 24. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit spacey today. Actually, yesterday and today, I stayed up the whole night doing stuff on Vine of Devotion. So, yesterday I didn't even sleep till a little while after Mangalarti. That's when I went to sleep, like when the sun was already in the sky. And this morning I went to sleep just before Mangalarti started. So I'm very behind on sleep right now. I'm a bit like a zombie right now. All right, Kṛṣṇa, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vidarbha had 3 sons named Kusha, Krata, and Romapad. Of these 3, Romapad expanded his dynasty by the sons and grandsons named Babru, Kriti, Ushika, Chedi, Chaidya, and Chaida, all of whom later became kings. From the son of Vidarbha named Krata came a son named Kunti, from whose dynasty came the descendants named Vrishni, Nirvriti, Dasharha, Vyoma, Jimuta, Vikriti, Bhimarata, Navarata, Dasharata, Shakuni, Karambi, Devarata, Devakshatra, Madhu, Kuruvasha, Anu, Puruhotra, Ayu, and Sātvata. Sātvata had 7 sons. One of them was Devavriddha, whose son was Babhru. Another son of Sātvata was Mahabhoja, by whom the Bhoja dynasty was inaugurated. Another was Vrishni, who had a son named Yudajit. From Yudajit came Anamitra and Shini, and from Anamitra came Nigna and another Shini. The descendants in succession from Shini were Satyaka, Yuyudhana, Jaya, Kuni, Yugandhara, and Yugandhara. Another son of Anamitra was Vrishni. Are there like 3 Vrishnis? I thought anyways. From Vrishni came Swapalka, by whom Akrura and 12 other sons were generated. From him came 2 sons named Devavan and Upadev. The son of Andhaka named Kukura was the origin of the Vahni, Viloma, Kapotoroma, Anu, Avidyota, Punarvasu, and Ahuka. Ahuka had 2 sons named Devaka and Ugrasena. The 4 sons of Devaka were known as Devavan, Upadev, Sudev, and Devardhana. And his 7 daughters were Shantidev, Upadev, Śrīdeva. Sorry, I didn't say their names right. Dhritadeva, Shantideva, Upadeva, Śrīdeva, Devarakshita, Sahadeva, and Devaki. Vasudeva married all 7 daughters of Devaka. Ugrasen had 9 sons named Kamsa, Sunama, Nyagrodha, Kanka, Shanku, Suhu, Pala, and Tushtiman. Daughters named Kamsa, Kamsavati, Kanka, Prabhu, and Rashtapalika. The younger brothers of Vasudeva of Ugrasena. Okay, now Vidurata, the son of Chitrarata, had a son named Shura, and other sons, of whom Vasudeva was the chief. Shura gave his 5 daughters to Kunti, but a lie. And her maidens, she gave birth to a child, and later she married Maharaj Pandu. Vriddha married the daughter of Shura named Shrutadev, from whom Dantavakra was born. Drishtaketu married Shura's daughter named Shrutakirti, who had 5. Jayasena married Shura's daughter named Rajadevi. Chedidev married the daughter of Shura named Shrutasha. Oh man, I really need to know this better. Tomorrow, I'll try to go over this, all the charts and everything, so that we can understand what's going on. Devabhaga, through the womb of Kamsa, begot Chitraketu and Brihadvala. And Devashrava, through the womb of Kamsavati, begot Suvira and Ishma. From Kanka of Kanka came Baka, Satyajit, and Purujit. And from Srinjaya, through the womb of Rashtrapalika, came Vrisha and Durmarsha. Shamaka, through the womb of Shurabhumi, begot Harikesha. Begot From Samika came Sumitra and Arjunapala. And from Anaka came Ritadhama and Vasudeva had many wives, of whom Deva was the most important. From the womb of Rohini, Baladev born, along with Gada, Sarana, Durmada, Vipula, Dhra, and others. Vasudeva had many other sons by his other wives. 8 sons appeared from the womb of Deva, the same personality of Godhead, delivered the entire world from the burden of demons. This chapter ends by glorifying the personality of Godhead, Vasudeva. Just checking the comments. Oh my, sorry guys. Thank God for Rup Manjari Didi. We're not reading tomorrow, we're reading the day after tomorrow. Sorry, we're doing the... Yeah, okay. So tomorrow on Sunday, we are not going to read Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Oh yeah, so then we will... Oh, so there's going to be a gap. It would have been nice to read tomorrow. That's also Rup Manjari Didi's mother's day that she left. Oh, okay. Anyhow. Shri Shuka Uvacha Tasyam Vidarbho Janayat Putro Namna Kusha Krato Tritiyam Romapadam Cha Vidarbha Kulanam. Shukadeva Goswami said, by the womb of the girl mother, Vidarbha got 3 sons named Kusha, Krata. Romapada, the favorite in the dynasty of Vidarbha. Romapada Suto Babhrur Babhro Kritir Ajayata Ushikas Tatsmach Chedis Chadyadnripa. The son of Romapad was Babhru, from whom there was a named Kriti. The son of Kriti and the son of Ushika was Chedi. From Chedi was born the king known as Chaida and others. Tasya Kuntiputro Vrishnistasya Tanirti Tato Dasharana Bhut Tasya Vyomastata Mukta Vrikritistasya Yasya Bhima Rata Tato Navarata Putro Jato Dasharatastata. Indira Mataji, who will be watching later today. The son of Krata was Kunti. The son of Kunti, Vrishni. The son of Vrishni, Nivritti. And Nivritti, Dasharha. And from Dasharha came Vyoma. From Vyoma came Jimuta. From Jimuta, Vikriti. Kriti, Bhimarata. From Bhimarata, Navarata. From Navarata, Dashata. Devaratmaja Devakshatra Madhukuru Vasharanu. From Dasharath came a son named Shakuni, and from Shakuni a named Karambi. The son of Karambi was Devarata, and was Devakshatra. The son of Devakshatra was Madhu. The son was Kuruvasha, from whom there came a son named Anu. Putrasvano putrastasyayu tatastata bhajamano bhajir divyo vrishnir vridondaka Sātvatasya sutat sapta mahabhojascha marisha Vajamanasya nimlochi kinkano drishtirevacha Ekasyam atapatnyam anyasyam chataya sutta shatajitcha sahasrajid Satyajit iti Prabhu. The son of Anu was Puruhotra. The son of Puruhotra was Ayu. The son of Ayu was Satvata. O great Aryan king! Sātvata had seven Bhajamana, Bhaji, Divya, Vrishni, Devavrida, Andaka, and Mahabhu. From Mana, by one wife came three sons, Nimlochi, Kṛṣṇa, and Dri. One second. And from his other wife came three other sons, Shatajit, Sahat, and Ayutajit. Babrur Deva Vridasutastayo Shloko Patantyamu Ashvino Dura Sampashtatantikat. The son of Vrida was Babru. Concerning Deva Vrida and Babru, there are two famous songs of prayer, sung by our predecessors, and which we have heard. Even now, I hear the same prayers about their qualities. That heard before is still sung continuously. Babhru Shreshto Mishanam Deva Deva Vrida Sama Purusha Pamshat Shashtishcha Hasrani Chashtacha. Sorry guys. Ye mritatvam anuprapta babhrur deva vridadapi mahabhojoti dharmatma bhoja asangstaranvaye. It has been decided that among human beings, Babhru is the best, and that Devavrida is equal to the demigods. Because of the association of Babhru and Devavrida, all of their descendants, numbering 14,065, achieved liberation. And the dynasty of King Mahabhoja, who was exceedingly religious, there appeared kings. Vrishne Sutror Putro Bhur Yudachitcha Parantapa Shinistasyanamitrascha Nigno Bhur Anamitrata. Maharaj Parikshit, who can suppress your enemies? The sons of Vrishni were Sumitra and Yudajit. From Yudajit came Shini and Anamitra, and from Anamitra came a son named Nigna. One second. Satrajashe Prasenascha Nigna Yasyata Sato Sasuto Anamitra Sutonya Shinistasya Chasatya. The two sons of Nigna were Satraj and Prasena. Another son of Anamitra was another Shini, and his son was Satyaka. Yuyudhana Satyakirvayastasya Kunis Yugandhara Mitrasya Vrishniputro Parastata. The son of Satyaka was Yuyudhana, whose son was Jaya. From Jaya came a son named Kuni, and from Kuni a son named Yugandhar. Another son of Anamitra was Vrishni. Shvakashchitraratashcha Gandhinam cha Shvapalkata Akrura Pramukha Asan Putra Dvadasha Vishruta. From Vrishni came the sons named Shvapalka and Chitraratha. From Shvapalka, by his wife Gandhini, came Akrura. Akrura was the eldest, but there were sons, all of whom were most celebrated. Asanga Sarameyascha Mridhuruvid Giri Dharma Vridha Sakarma Cha Kshetropekshor Kshetropekshorimmardana Shatrugno Gandhamadascha Pratibhahudascha Tesham Svasucharakya Dvavakrura Sutavapi Devavan Upadevascha Tata Chitra Ratatmaja Priturvidhuratascha Bahavo Vrishnana. The names of these 12 were Asanga, Tarameya, Mridura, Mriduvit, Giri, Dharma Vriddha, Sukarma, Kshetropeksha, Mardana, Shatrugna, Gandhamada, and Pratibahu. These also had a sister named Suchara. From Akrura came two sons named Devavan and Upadev. Chitraratha had many sons headed by Prithu and Vidurata, all of whom were known as belonging to the dynasty of Vrishni. Kukuro bhajamanascha shuchi kambala barhisha kukurasya sovahnir viloma tanayastata. Kukura, Bhajamana, Shuchi, and Kambala Barhisha were the four sons of Andhaka. The Sakura was Vahni, and his son was Vilma. Kapotoro Sasyano Sakayasya Chatumbhuru Ardundhuvistasmad Avidyota Punarvasu. The son of Viloma was Kapuma, and his son was Anu, whose friend was Tumburu. From Anu came Andhaka, from Andhaka Dundubhi, and Dundubhi Avidyota. From Avidyota came a son named Punarvasu. Takaschahuki cha Kanya chaiva hukatmajo Devasho Grasenascha Chatvaro Devakatmaja Devavan Upadevascha Sudevo Devavardhana Tesham Swasara Saptasan Drita Devayo Nripa Shanti Devo Padevacha Shri Deva Devarakshita Sahadeva Devakicha Vasudeva Uvahata. Punarvasu had a son and a daughter named Ahuka and Ahuki, and Ahuka had two sons named Devaka and Ugrasena. Devaka had four sons named Devavan, Upadeva, Sudeva, and Devavardhana. And he also had seven daughters named Shantideva, Upadeva, Srideva, Devarakshita, Sahasradeva, Devaki, and Dritadeva. Dritadeva was the eldest. Vasudeva, the father of Kṛṣṇa, married all these sisters. All right. So all of Devaki's sisters were also married to Vasudeva. Kamsa Sunamanya Grodha Kanka Shanku Suhustata Rashtrapalo Drishtishta Tushtiman Ograsenaya. Kamsa, Sunama, Nyakroda, Kanka, Shu, Rashtrapala, Drishti, and Tushtiman were the sons of Ugrasena. Kamsa, Kamsavati, Kanka, Shurabhu, Rashtrapalika, Ugrasena, Duhitaro, Vasudeva, Anujastriya. Kamsa, Kamsavati, Kanka, Shurabhu, Rashtrapalika were the daughters and Rashtrapalika were the daughters of Ugrasena. They were Vasudeva's younger brothers. Shuro vidurataraser bhajamasuta tasmat swayam bhojo hridikash tatsuto mata. The son of Chitraratha was Vidurata, and the son of Vidurata was Shura, and his son was Bhajamana. The son of Bhajamana was Shini. The son of Shini was Bhoja. The son of Devamidha Shatavarmeti Tatsuta Devamidhasa Shurasya Marisha Namapatnabhut. The three sons of Hrita were Devamidha, Shatadhanu, and Varma. The son of Hrita was Shura, whose wife was named Marisha. Tasyams Janayamasa Dashaputan Akalmasham Vasudevam Deva Bhagam Deva Shravasam Anakam Srinjayam Shamakam Shamikam Vatsakam Deva Dundhu Bhayo Nedur Anaka Yasya Janmani Vasudevam Haristanam Vadantyana Dundubim Pritacha Shrutadeva Shrutakirtasha Radevi Chaitesham Desham Bhaghinya Panchakanyaka Kunte Sakyu Pitapshuro Yaputrasya Ptam Adat. Shura begot Devabhaga, Devashrava, Anaka, Srinjaya, Shamaka, Kanka, Shamika, and Vrika. These 10 spotlessly pious personalities. When he was born, the demigods from the heavenly kingdom sounded kettle drums. Therefore, Vasudeva, who provided the proper place for the appearance of the Supreme Person of Godhead, Kṛṣṇa, was also known as Anaka Dundubi. The 5 daughters of King Shura, named Prita, Shrutadeva, Shrutakirti, Shrutashrava, and Rajadi Devi, were Vasudeva. Shura gave Shura's friend Kunti, who had no, and there another name of Prita was Kunti. It's neat. Prita's name is also Kunti with a long I. Oh, wait. Sorry, guys. I'm just... okay, Prita is the daughter of Shura. Okay. Alright. Okay. Sapadurvasaso vidyam putem pratoshitat tasya virya parikshartam ajuhava ravim shuchi. Once, when Durga at the house of Prita's father, Prita satisfied Durvasa by rendering service. Therefore, she received mystic power by which she could call any demigod. To examine the potency of this mystic power, The pious Kunti immediately called for the sun god. So we really need to be careful to, we have to be very careful to always make Kunti with a long I, otherwise we're referring to her father. Right? Yeah. Okay. Tadaivopagatam devam vikshya vismitvanasa pratyayarti yahi deva kshamasvame. And he called the demigod of the sun. He immediately appeared before her. She told the sun god, I was simply effectiveness of this mystic power. I'm sorry I have called you unnecessarily. Turn and excuse. There's a picture and sun god. Let's see. Here. It's a really small picture. Let's see if the quality one of this. Tools. Size. Large. Okay. High res version of this. Open in a new tab. There. See? Beautiful picture, my God. What a beautiful picture. Just okay. Oh my God, my internet doesn't seem to be very stable today, huh? Has it been cutting out a lot? Anyways, okay, let's continue. As Kunti called for the demigod of the sun, he immediately appeared before her, and she was very much surprised. She told the sun god, I was simply examining the effects of this mystic power. I'm sorry I've called you unnecessarily. Please return and excuse me. Amogham deva sandarsham adadhe tvayichatmajam yoniryata nadushye kartaham te sumadhyame. The sun god said, O beautiful Prita, your meeting with the demigods cannot be fruitless. Therefore, let me place my seed in your womb so that you may bear a son. I shall arrange to keep your virginity intact, since you are still an unmarried girl. Purport. According to Vedic purport by Srila Prabhupada. According to Vedic civilization, if a girl gives birth to a child before she is married, no one will marry her. Therefore, although the sun god, after appearing before Prita, wanted to give her a child, Prita hesitated because she was still unmarried. To keep her virginity undisturbed, the sun god arranged to give her a child that came from her ear, and therefore the child was known as Kṛṣṇa. The custom is that a girl should be married akshata yoni, that is, with her virginity undisturbed. A girl should never bear a child before her marriage. Iti tasyam sa'adhaya garbam suryo divam gata sadhya kumara sanjagye ditya iva bhaskara. After saying this, the sun god discharged his semen into the womb of Prita and then returned to the celestial kingdom. Immediately thereafter, from Kunti, a child was born who is like a second sun god. Tang satyajam nadito ye krichralokasya bibhyati prapita mahastam uvaha pandurvai satyavikrama. Because Kunti feared people's criticisms, with great difficulty she had to give up her affection for her child. Unwillingly, she packed the child in a basket and let it float down the waters of the river. O Maharaj Parikshit, your great-grandfather, the pious and chivalrous Pandu, later married Kunti. Shrutadevam tu karusho vriddha sharma samagrahit yasyam abhur danta vakra rishi shapto titesh sutta. Vriddha Sharma, the king of Karusha, married Kunti's sister Shrutadeva, and from her womb Dantavakra was born. Having been cursed by the sages headed by Sanaka, Dantavakra had formerly been born as the son of Diti, named Hiranyaksha. Dantavakra means crooked teeth. Kaikeyo drishtaketuscha shrutakirtim avindata santardana dayastasyam panchasan kaikaya sutta. King Drishtaketu, the king of Kaikaya, married Shrutakirti, another sister of Kunti's. Shrutakirti had 5 sons, headed by Santardana. Rajadivyam avantyo Jayasena janishtaha Damagoshascha Raja Shrutashrava samagrahit. Through the womb of Rajadi Devi, another sister of Kunti's, Jayasena begot 2 sons, named Vinda and Anuvinda. Similarly, the king of the Chedi state married Shrutashrava. This king's name was Damagosha. Shishupala sudastasya katitastasya sambhava deva bhagasya kangsayam chitraketu briharbalo. The son of Shrutashrava was Shishupala, whose birth has already been described in the 7th canto of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Vasudeva's brother, named Devabhaga, had 2 sons born of his wife Kamsa. These 2 sons were Chitraketu and Brihadbala. Kangsavatyam devashravasa suvira ishumangstata baka kankat tukankayam satyajit purujit tata. Vasudev's brother, named Devashrava, married Kangsavati, by whom he begot 2 sons named Suvira and Ishuman. Kanka, by his wife Kanka, begot 3 sons, named Baka, Satyajit, and Purujit. I just want to see what the chart looks like on this. There. Okay, cool. Anyways, I'll look at this more closely later on. Yeah, okay. Surinjayo Rashtapalyam cha Vrishadurmarshanadikan Harikesha Hiranyaksho Shurabhumyam Chashyamaka. King Srinjaya, by his wife Rashtapalika, begot sons headed by Vrisha and Durmarshana. King Shamaka, by his wife Shurabhumi, begot 2 sons, named Harikesha and Hiranyaksha. Mishrakesham Apsarasi Vrikadin Vatsakastata Taksha Pushkara Shaladin Durvaksham Vrika Adadhe. Thereafter, King Vatsaka, by the womb of his wife Mishrakeshi, who is an Apsara, begot sons headed by Vrika. Vrika, by his wife Durvakshi, begot Taksha, Pushkara, Shala, and so on. Sumitrarjuna Paladin Samikatu Sudamani Anaka Karnikayam Vai Rittadhama Jayavapi. From Shamika, by the womb of his wife Sudamani, came Sumitra, Arjuna, Pal, and other sons. King Anaka, by his wife Karnika, begot two sons, namely Ritadhama and Jaya. O Ravi Rohini Bhadra Madira Rochana Ila Devaki Pramukaschasan Patnya Anakadundubhe. Devaki, Pauravi, Rohini, Bhadra, Madira, Rochana, Ila, and others were all the wives of Anakadundubi, Vasudeva. Among them all, Devaki was the chief. Palam Gadam Saranam Cha Durmadam Vipulam Dhruvam Vasudevasturohinyam Kritadin Udapadayat. Vasudeva, by the womb of his wife Rohini, begot sons such as Bala, Gada, Sarana, Durmada, Vipula, Dhruva, Krita, and others. Subhadra Bhadra Bhahuscha Durmado Bhadra Evacha Pauravyastanaya Yete Bhutadya Dvadashabhavam. Nandopananda Kritaka Shuradhya Madiratmaja Kaushalya Keshinam Tvekam Asuta Kulanandanam. From the womb of Pauravi came 12 sons, including Bhuta, Subhadra, Bhadrabahu, Durmada, and Bhadra. Nanda, Upananda, Kritaka, Shura, and others were born from the womb of Madira. Bhadra, Kaushalya, gave birth to only one son, named Keshi. Rochanayam ato jata hasta hemang gadadaya ilayam uruvalkadin yadumukyan ajijanat. Vasudeva, by another of his wives, whose name was Rochana, begot Hasta. Hemangada and others. Vasudeva, by another of his wives, whose name was Rochana, begot Hasta, Hemangada, and other sons. And by his wife named Ila, he begot sons headed by Uruvalka, all of whom were chief personalities in the dynasty of Yadu. Viprishto Tritadevayam Eka Anakadundubhe Shanti Devatmaja Rajan Prashama Prasitadaya. From the womb of Dhritadeva, one of the wives of Anadundubi, Vasudeva, came a son named Viprishta. The sons of Shanti Deva, another wife of Vasudeva, were Prashama, Prasita, and others. Rajanya Kalpavarshadya Upadeva Sutta Dasha Vasuhangsa Suvangshadya Śrīdevayastu Shat Sutta. Vasudeva also had a wife named Upadeva, from whom came 10 sons, headed by Rajanya, Kalpa, and Varsha. From Śrīdeva, another wife, came 6 sons, such as Vasu, Hangsa, and Suvangsha. Deva Rakshitaya Labdha Navachatra Gadadhaya Vasudeva Sutan Ashtav Adade Sahadeva. By the semen of Vasudeva, in the womb of Devarakshita, 9 sons were born, headed by Gada. Vasudeva, who was religion personified, also had a wife named Sahadeva, by whose womb he begot 8 sons, headed by Shruta and Pravara. Okay, we're ending with these 3 verses. Pravara Shruta Mukyangscha Shakshar Dharmo Vasuniva Vasudevas Devakyam Ashtaputran Ajijanat Kirtimantam Sushenam Cha Bhadrasenam Udaradhi Rijum Samardhanam Badram Sankarshanam Ahishvaram Ashtamastu Tayorasit Swayameva Harikila Supadracha Mahabhaga tava rajan pitamahi. Eight sons born of Sahadeva, such as Pravara and Shruta, were exact incarnations of the 8 Vasus in the heavenly planets. Vasudeva also begot 8 highly qualified sons through the womb of Devaki. These included Kirtiman, Sushena, Bhadrasena, Riju, Samardana, Bhadra, and Sankarshan, the controller of the controller and serpent incarnation. The 8th son was the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, Kṛṣṇa. The highly fortunate Subhadra, the one daughter, was your grandmother. Whoa. Now we finally know the names of Krishna's brothers before him, huh? Kirtiman, the ones in these, so they were all killed by Kamsa, huh? Kirtiman, Sushena, Bhadrasena, Riju. Okay. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The 55th verse says, Swayam Eva Hari Kila, indicating that Krishna, the 8th son of Devaki, is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna is not an incarnation, although there is no difference between the Supreme Personality of Godhead Hari and his incarnation. But Krishna, even though there's no difference between them, Krishna is the original person, is the original Supreme Person, the complete Godhead. Incarnations exhibit only a certain percentage of the potencies of Godhead. The complete Godhead is Krishna himself, who appeared as the 8th son of Devaki. All right, so we end here. And not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow, we will read about Krishna, finally, and we'll end this 9th canto. All right. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Jai Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ju Ki Jai, Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju Ki Jai, Nitya Pravishna Vishnupad Ashtara Shata Shishmar Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Shri Gurudev Ki Jai, Nitya Pravishna Vishnupad Ashtara Shata Shishmar Bhaktivedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai, Nitya Pravishna Vishnupad Ashtara Shata Shishmar Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai, Nitya Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtara Shata Shishmar Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai, Nitya Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtara Shata Shishmar Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Ki Jai, Nitya Pravishta Mahabhagavat Shri Gokshara Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai, Nitya Pravishta Shri Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai, Nitya Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Shri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai, Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga Ki Jai, Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath, Shri Jiva Gopala Patadash Raghunath Shara Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai, Shri Surup Damodar Rai Ramananda Rishi Gaur Parshad Vrinda Ki Jai, Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur Ki Jai, Prem Se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Shri Kshetra Mandala Gaura Mandala Vraja Mandala Mathura Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai, Sarva Abhishta Pradata Giri Raj Maharaj Ki Jai, Shri Radha Kund Shama Kund Ki Jai, Shri Mana Devi Ganga Devi Ki Jai, Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi Ki Jai, Shri Bhakti Devi Ki Jai, Shri Purnamasi Yogamaya Ki Jai, Shri Gopeshwar Mahadev Ki Jai, Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai, Samagata Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Shri Nitai Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Vrindai Tulsi Devai Priyaya Keshavashaja Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi Sattvatai Namo Namaha Vansha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhyayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Dandavat Pranams. See you all day after tomorrow. Or see you tomorrow if you're going to join our shloka group. Remember, if you want to if you want to join the shloka group tomorrow morning, which will start at the same time as the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, at an hour before now. So if you want to join, go to vineofdevotion.com and see the last post I have there. I give the Zoom link there. All right, see you tomorrow if you join. Otherwise, day after tomorrow. Haribol, Dandavat Pranams, everybody.